What's up, everybody? Me and Pi here in the Jeep. We are currently on a mission to go collect some white sage. We're going to gather it, we're going to bundle it, we're going to gift it. But the most important thing is we're going to be going over gathering ethics and how it can help sustain not only plants, but the land, and show respect to those who came before us. You can use gathering ethics, whether it comes to shrubs, trees, fruits, vegetables, anything that you can think of that involves foraging, gathering, collecting. You can do it in an ethical manner that not only will support the ecosystem but support yourself and leave room for more abundance to grow in the long-term process. So enjoy the beautiful scenery, enjoy the medicine, and hopefully we can give you some information on some of the plants that we have here in Southern California and just show you all the abundance that you can have not only in your garden but you can use outside of you if you just take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort to go find certain spots and pay homage and respect to those who came before you when you're doing so. So me and Pi, we made it up here to where the sage is. We're right here along the roadside, and as you guys can see, it's growing all along here from the road all the way up to the mountaintop. And this is perfectly okay to pick all this stuff right here that's growing alongside the road. There's no exhaust, there's hardly any cars that come this way. But this is where that gathering ethics comes in. You want to leave this for your elders, for the disabled people, and it makes so much sense once you start going through what gathering ethics is, and it's just common sense. You want to leave this for the people who need it but can't make it all the way up there. I'm in my late 20s. I'm very healthy. I can work my butt off, like you're gonna see, to get way up there to get that good medicine. That way I can save this for my elders, because one day I'm gonna be an elder if all goes well and everything goes smooth, and I'm blessed to make it to that stage. But I hope people show me that same respect when I get there, and when I come and I can't make it up there anymore. And hopefully there's a bunch here for me to pick on the side of the road at that time. And so that's where gathering ethics just comes in. It's so important to really just think about these things when you come out here to harvest. So right here we got a beautiful lush white sage plant. It's full. There's so many of them right here, and we only took 3 off this one bush. We're only taking 5% off these shrubs here, which leaves plenty if somebody else were to come up here and harvest, if they just so happen to come to the same plant, which is very unlikely because there's so many up here. You can just see the field behind me of just, I'm only going to be gathering 3 at a time until I get what I need. There's a certain percentage you want to gather from each type of plant. So right here, we're going to gather 3 from here, and only the nice big lush healthy ones, the younger ones we're going to leave to grow. The bigger ones that have a lot of seeds, a lot of flowers, we're going to let those grow. So another underestimated part about gathering is giving before you take. So before I even started harvesting here, I offered some tobacco medicine and put my intentions to these plants, talking to these plants, telling them what I'm going to use them for. It's a really powerful thing, because these plants can hear us. They're alive just like you and me. We're all made up of the same minerals, we're just rearranged differently. So if you're going to take from these beautiful species, give them an offering. Tobacco, another type of medicine, something that honors them in a good way. And so just be respectful when you're out here. Have a good mindset, have a positive mindset, and just understand the blessings that are around you. Like, how many people get to be up here and enjoy this view? Like, there's a lot of people who can't physically walk and can't physically move and can't physically do things, and without either being out of breath or winded. And I'm able to make it way up here on this hillside, on a very steep hillside, and gather medicine for not only myself but people around me that possibly need it and people who do need it. And it's just an honor, it really is. And so just gathering ethics, if I can push that more than anything, just Be respectful to the land. Give before you take. Don't gather too close to the road, so that way your elders can get some. And just make sure you always give back too. So when you gather for yourself, think of some other people who are going through a rough time that could possibly use these medicines, whether it be medicines for sickness, whether it be fruits, vegetables, any of these things that we're going to gather. You know, forage mushrooms, all these things. You know, I understand it's nice to take care of ourselves, but sometimes there's somebody around you who can benefit off these things as well. And also just showing these ways, showing how awesome it is to be up here on this mountain. Like, look how beautiful this is. There's no Photoshop. This is all just real, you know, and there's nothing better than that. This isn't looking into a screen, even though I'm looking into a screen. You know, it's deeper than that. And that's where it gets home, I think, to everybody. If you go deep enough in everybody's roots, at one point in time, we all lived with the earth. We were all around fire. We were all surrounded by these things. So it doesn't hurt to get back to it. So hopefully I said something that makes sense to somebody.